Welcome
Hold on.
to Monday Night Live.
You're gonna have to do that again at some point. Hello. Okay, I gotta get to the.
I know Xavier's been bugging me. He says I took away his Monday night entertainment.
Well, it's not like you weren't doing anything.
Well, you know, I was busy, but
Yeah.
it's still he was upset.
Oh, okay. So I got the comment.
Sean in Alaska. How's things been, buddy?
Oh wow. Okay. Hello. Oh wow. I used to do these every Monday, and now I'm nervous. Wow. We have Marilyn from Little Homestead in the Beach. Hello. We have Rem's Family Farm. Hello. And then Sean. Hello. Okay. So I know it's like, especially now that it's in the holiday season, it's probably not going to be busy tonight, but this is the first Monday that Mike is not at school in like
a year and a half, roughly.
Yeah.
Either at school or at work heading home.
Yes. And our dogs are going to continue to go in and out. So, oh, Dave's here. Hello. Merry Christmas, Sean. I feel rusty. Before we came on, I was telling Mike, I'm like, could that 30-second timer?
Yep.
I was like, do we push that first? I can't remember if we pushed that first or not, but yeah. Oh, our dogs. I'm gonna shut that door. Hold on. You got the comment?
I am a nerd. I'm proud of it, sir. I'm one of them rare breeds of nerds that does all sorts of other stuff too. Good God. Dogs are hyper.
Yes, they're going. They're like, no. Go.
But after a year and a half, all of it's done.
Yes. And like, well, now that you're done school, now what for you?
Well, now I got a job.
Yep. So we're both full-time nerds, I guess. But also, so Mike's schedule this year for school was like, he worked during the day and then at nighttime he went to school.
Yep.
And so there was literally no time other than some Sundays, because we still have family that we got to
even still, like I would work all day, go to school at night, get home about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then still have to make time for like all my different assignments that I had to do or build or what have you.
Yeah. A lot has not been done especially this last semester. Like during the summer, it was a little bit better because we had, more daylight, first of all, better weather. But now, like from September until now, it was the last semester and it was crunch time. So a lot of stuff wasn't getting done, but the stuff that we did do, I did collect footage. So, like our door is needing one more coat of, is it urethane?
Yes.
Urethane. And you should see it. It's beautiful.
And what sheen level did we settle on?
Well, I wanted a matte. You wanted gloss. This door has been nothing but a pain in the butt. And we have restained it, stained it, stripped it, several different things because the wood just wasn't holding the color very well. And we didn't want to go solid. So I was very determined, very, very determined to find what I wanted. So it's taken us almost a year to do this darn door. But
when we first got it, we found that like it wasn't, because it was painted. So we stripped it all back and we were going to stain it. And then we realized that it's not all the same wood.
Yeah, like it's all different woods.
Different woods on different spots. And so the stain was taking differently here and there.
Yeah. But where it's at now, like I can't believe we made it. Like we not made it because we didn't make the door, but I can't believe that we did it. Like it's perfect and beautiful. I've got a lot of that footage already all put together, but we need one more coat of the urethane and then installing it. And then I will share the video of the darn door. But the sheen, that's what you asked initially, and then I went off topic as per usual. You like the high gloss. I do not like any gloss, but I thought maybe for the door we'd like a high gloss. So we did the entire door in high gloss first, and I just did not like it. Mike thought it was beautiful, but I thought it wasn't.
So we had to sand it back.
But not fully, because when you do a first coat of urethane,
a lot of it soaks in.
And you have to
seal the wood more than anything.
Yeah, and you have to sand it a little bit, right?
Yep.
And anyways, when you're urethaning. And so we just ended up with a semi-gloss to make a really, really long story short. Because any short story with me is still long. I saw somebody else come in.
Dave Knight's in the house.
Oh, Kettle Kitchen. Hello, Tony. And Bev, hello. Oh, hello. Welcome. We're excited to be doing a Monday Night Live. I feel so out of touch and out of tune, but how is everybody doing? And I thought I saw another comment. You need the nerd glasses now?
Yes.
Yeah, I should probably get my
I'm getting no respect.
What's that from?
He said it was Rodney. He said something about Rodney Dangerfield, and that was Rodney Dangerfield's line. I'm getting no respect.
You don't get no respect. You get lots of respect. Oh, look who it is. That's Xavier.
Where?
Scrambles.
No.
Yes.
Hello. He's been complaining.
Yes.
Because I took away his Mondays.
Well, I was too nervous to do them by myself, I guess. Like, I mean, I can talk, but you're my sidekick. And so it just didn't, I can't do Monday Night Live without Mike. Right? Everyone's just saying hello.
What you can take.
What? No.
Okay.
No, because I won't have enough room for the suitcase. I'm heading to Quebec on a solo trip Wednesday morning, bright and early, and I'm going to my work for a work party, and you can only bring so much on the Via train. So that's right. Starting my new job soon. 16 days left at my current job, and he can't wait.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congrats, buddy.
Yes.
So what's his new job?
You'd have to go and read it.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe watch some videos. Oh, you got this for, oh no, he's okay for a minute. Our older guy, Mr. Brody, he's ever since like
he got old fast.
Yeah, ever since I'm gonna say October. Was it October? Like he'll be 12 in January, and all of a sudden
October.
Yeah, within a couple of weeks in October, he just went from being his total complete self to slowing down, and
from like acting like he's 30 to acting like he's 80.
Yes.
Like, and then now he's having trouble seeing, and like
he's pretty much blind. And the whole story about the vet is a whole other ball game. I love vets. That's all I'll say. Not really. Okay, I got to share it now. But I went to the vets to bring him because he wasn't doing well. And I go in, and the vets say to me, I said, I think he may have cancer because I have found quite a few lumps throughout his body. And they said, well, I suggest you do blood work. And I said, well, my gut's telling me to do x-rays, because if there is anything in his guts and all that good stuff, I'd like to know about it, and then we can kind of prepare better. And he said, well, if it was my animal, I would do blood work because that'll show a lot more. So I went against my better judgment and listened to the vet. It was like almost $500 later. They came back with the blood work and a urine test and said, well, they're not showing anything. I recommend x-rays. Oh my God. I told you my budget was like $400 to $450, and you took all my budget with blood work that I didn't really want, but I should have stood up for myself a little bit more.
All right. That's all right. It happens.
But I started feeding him. I started grinding up his food a little bit and feeding him some more like carrots, or I heard orange fruit or vegetables or fruit are good for inflammation. And so I started giving that to him, and it helped him a bit. Like, he's not fully himself like he used to be, but I mean, he's going to be 12 in January, so it's a long life.
All right, Xavier, behave yourself now.
What's he doing? A week until Christmas. What do you think?
I think it's quite warm out for Christmas.
Yes. Yeah, almost all we had, about half a foot of snow.
I haven't slept in a month.
Only you haven't up until recently. All the exams and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost all our snow is gone now, though. Hello, life in the valley. All is pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty good. Been busy, but our life is about to slow down a little bit because Mike is done school. So
instead of 3 things on the list, it's only 2. I can handle 2.
Mm-hmm. All his evenings, they're his. I mean, mine again. Well, it's not only that. Okay, take away the school. It was the drive. In driving alone every day, he was doing 3 hours. And so that 3 hours has been given back to him. And then he'd spend 2 to 4 hours, sometimes a little bit shorter, sometimes a little bit longer in school. And so there's like 6-7 hours out of his day that he has back. And now he can go to bed at a normal time. So
there were some days I'd go in at 2 and wouldn't get out until like 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you worked from 8 a.m.
As much as I could.
Until you had to leave.
There were some days I had to not work because I had to get, tech projects done and stuff.
Yeah. A lot of like group projects, and a lot of the heavy stuff was in the beginning, but towards the end you also had to learn new things, continue your work, and then school projects.
Trying to learn how to code. Oh my God.
Hello. Don't forget that thumbs up, Remy says. Yes, please and thank you.
And that's why I told him to behave himself.
Peasants, eh?
Like and subscribe, peasants.
Yeah. If
I do so now.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we're buddies.
And then he said, "Thank you, Remy, for the reminder." Yes. He's got snow coming. Dave's got snow coming from Flint. Well, you and Flint can keep it.
So if it's coming down from Flint, is it contaminated?
Maybe.
Like the water? No? I don't know.
I seen a...
What are you looking at?
Oh.
This dog needs to be like run for like 3 days consistently.
I know.
Just straight. She's gone nuts.
Where are my moderators? I think there's a few of them in here.
They're moderately here.
They're moderating. I don't know. Unless YouTube has done something to me, there should be a few.
Andrea was saying that they were getting snow in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrea's our, well, I guess in the
second oldest daughter.
Second oldest. There's a good way to put it, because she's not our second oldest child, but she's our second oldest daughter.
Correct.
That's a good way to put. I've never thought about that.
See, I have a few smarticles.
Yes. Remy was saying Thomas lives about 15 to 30 minutes from you, Mike, and he could probably show you some good fishing spots without revealing his big secrets.
Well, it's perfect because I can go fishing with him and then not catch, or just, not eat the fish because I don't eat fish.
Well, we might, though. Like, I used to eat fish as a little one. I love to fish. I just don't, I always catch and release. But I always used to eat it when I was little. My grandma would batter it quite heavy. Okay.
Oh, breaded fish is different.
Yes. And I want to try it once more, though, as an adult. Like, go catch, cook, clean, all that stuff.
Okay.
Clean first.
Then. I heard that, like, if you soak it in milk first, it takes away the fishy.
It's the texture for me. It's the texture, yeah. What were you going to school for?
Oh, I went to school for information technology. It was more of a very heavy base for anything you wanted to get into in the field.
In what field?
IT, information technology.
Yes. Well, not everybody knows that.
Oh. So yeah, they start off with like building computers, and then you end up going in and coding things in Linux and doing um, PowerShell coding as well. Then you end up moving over into networking, network engineering, building servers, all sorts of stuff.
Computer stuff.
Computer stuff.
I love when he gets talking about it because he talks to people like they know what he's talking about. And I always say, people it, Mike. People it.
People it.
People it, Mike.
I build the computers and they make the things fast and good.
I know you could tell select people this, but I suggest not saying where, just what.
I got a job in a basically call center type place, but it's an IT department through the government.
Yep. So that will be starting. Well, technically, your new role starts in January.
Yes.
And then right now you're just finishing out of the program.
Out of the program.
Out of the program.
Pretty much everybody was hired out of the program through the co-ops that they got over the summer.
People are saying they lost.
Mike's PhD is in winning.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, back after refresh. That's weird. We didn't go anywhere.
Huh.
Yeah.
PhD. Got a PhD in winning.
Winning.
Because I'm awesome. Got a doctorate in badassery.
Remy's like, I understand you. And then Marilyn was like, oh no, I lost them. Him and David could talk David at Come On Homesteading. Got an early morning. Hope you all have yourselves a great night. Have a great night and Merry Christmas. And then, I guess Xavier lost us. Okay, back. And then he was IT.
I wonder if it's because like there's a storm or something coming through. Because we're on satellite, right? So with a low Earth orbit or LEO satellite, they actually
people it, Mike. People it.
Get interference or take interference a bit heavier than like a geosynchronous satellite.
What?
The low ones are closer to the clouds, and the clouds say, fuck you, and then they won't let it through. And so the up higher ones, they're like, hey, what's going on? I don't care.
He's into the apple pie.
Pretty much. Geosynchronous is like 20 miles up. Low Earth orbit is a couple miles up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Skylink is down.
Probably
End of the world.
Starlink is down.
Skynet.
Farmer Red, hello. So what else has been going on the past little while? I mean, you were in school.
I mean, we took a little break and went home to see family.
Yes.
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we went to the American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
In Michigan.
I had to rebuild my mailbox because they knocked it over.
Who's they?
The city.
Yeah.
The plow came by and bowled it over, and when I called in, they were like, well, it makes a difference if the snow hit it or if the plow hit it. I'm like, I don't care. I ain't got a freaking mailbox. What's the difference? And so I had to go out, dig it up out of the snowbank, bang it back into shape,
I think
remount it, add some brackets and bracing, just so in case he hits it again, maybe this time it won't fall off.
Mike.
Good Lord. It's like I gotta people-proof things, man. Yep, there's a dump of snow coming.
To Eastern Ontario? I checked the weather. Oh, let me see now.
I told you, it's coming from Michigan. He already said it's coming from Flint.
Yeah, I know, but I have been, because I'm traveling Wednesday morning, I've been meticulous about checking the weather and no snow.
You know what that means, though?
It means that they were wrong, and of course there's a snow coming.
Oh.
Let's see how much we're getting. Precipitation. Oh, not much. Oh,
I must bust them with the ball.
4 millimeters is expected in the next 24 hours.
Can you like do that in freedom measurements?
Oh wait, 3, 6.
What's 17
That's 11.
millimeters?
It's I
Well,
think it's like
32 millimeters is an inch and a quarter.
I was gonna say I think it's like a couple centimeters. 32 millimeters. Don't ask me
It's
the
like half
math
an inch.
tonight. 2 centimeters. 3.2 centimeters. Don't ask. I've had a day and a half at work.
We are located.
It's stressful.
45 minutes from everywhere.
Yes.
In the woods. Way out in the woods.
And they said congratulations.
Ah, thank you.
Mike is SPV. Spicy.
Spicy?
Yeah, I think that's this. He made some apple pie and I said, sip it while we're on our live. Do whatever you want afterwards. But apparently it's the season and
'tis the season to be
and
jolly.
in order for me to handle Mike. Mm-hmm.
Was that good?
That is not 50-50 ginger ale and apple pie. That is 75-25. But yes, it is good.
I had to drink it down to make the room for the 25.
We are Eastern Ontario as well. No, we're Eastern Ontario. Mike's from Michigan, though.
Okay, who is Farmer Red?
They are near Renfrew, I think.
Well, I see this. 15 to 20 up for us near Renfrew.
Oh. Yes. I had a good memory because I remembered that from a long time ago. Do they really report that small? Your mom joke somewhere in there. No, Xavier. I'm just trying to think of what else has been going on. So we've been doing a lot of like little projects. I can tell you guys, but you'll have to wait to see it. Our stairs in the house were done a long time ago, but I know I never did a video on it.
The 2 windows in the front.
The 2 windows in the front were put in,
which is a pain in the butt kiss. Because it's like I've got these big construction screws through one log and into the next, and so when I'm cutting horizontally, I hit those screws, and I'm using a chainsaw to do it. So, boom, there goes the chain. There's no recovery. It like knocks them things out, and I can't sharpen it again. It doesn't matter.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. And then I had to get out my Sawzall with the metal blade just to cut through those things. Once I cleared those, then I was able to use the Sawzall and a wood blade to finish it off. It's just ridiculous. But I got it in. I got big picture window in. I got a nice kitchen window in. We started looking at the kitchen cabinets and stuff.
Yes, I picked. Okay, so I have been looking at used kitchens, and then I finally decided, you know what? I've never built a kitchen. I'm going to keep my eye out to see how much it is and look for companies and whatnot. But then I'm in this group in Facebook. It's like a decorative group. And this person posted their kitchen, and it's almost the exact layout to our kitchen. And their cabinets were beautiful. That's all I'll say. And so I was like, where did you find those? I love them. They're perfect. And we were out in town yesterday, and it was in Home Depot, but we found the exact cupboards. And so we're going to consult with them in the new year about designing the kitchen. And like we already know exactly what we want, but they have to technically design it. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but
no, that came across good.
Yeah. So there's like, that's one view, and this one's another one. It's just a really, really pretty. I'm going to go a little bit different color of wood, but like the style of cupboards and everything, they're beautiful. And yeah, I just can't wait. So there's another one, another view. So they're building a log cabin too. I have no idea who they are, but I saw their post, and when we were out yesterday, I was like, those are them.
Now, to answer that question, we do still have 3 cats, and they still do roam around in the wild, but they are homebodies at night. I don't know if that's what
I think she meant because Abby,
Oh,
one
was
of
disappearing.
George's mom or babies disappeared for like 3 weeks, and she goes away for a couple of days, but she always comes back. And wherever she was, she must have been getting fed, because she came back with a belly, and she's fixed, so it's not that kind of belly. But
You know what? There are chains that I found that will go right through a nail or a screw, and it doesn't mess the chain up.
mm-hmm.
The problem is,
Mike, I'm
no,
just kidding.
it's like $300 a chain.
Yes.
And so I still spend 25 bucks on a chain and just get a regular chain, and then I hit a screw and I'm like, "Urgh!" And then I got to switch out the chain. So I'll typically get 2 chains at a time. Now I've got a ton of chains. I'm going to take them all in and see which ones they can fix, which ones they can sharpen, and
see if it's worth the while. Because if
yeah,
if it's like $20 to get them sharpened, then you might as well just
get
buy
a new
new ones,
chain.
right?
Yeah.
But if it's like 5, 10
And
bucks, then
I'm constantly learning. So I had another buddy of mine come over and was commenting on how my bar was just like all the paint was gone off of it. And I said, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, it's running hot, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong." And so he says, "Oh, I could tell what you're doing. You're not sharpening it right." So then he showed me that I wasn't sharpening it deep enough, and so it was running too thin and not gouging deep enough, and so it was running hot. So I'm like 2, 3 years into this, 4 years into this, whatever, and I'm still learning.
well, you're obviously still doing something right, because the chain saw itself isn't ever broken. It's just the
Yeah.
chain, right?
Well, I can keep up with it. It's
Yeah.
just
You've done, the amount of chains that you've gone through compared to what you've cut down and what you've used it for,
it's fair.
it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I think this was for the kitchen. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I saw it and I was like, that's it. It's like, people say they try on a wedding dress and they're like, that's the one. I was like, that's my kitchen, but I'm going to go more of, instead of a brown, it's going to be like a hue of, what color would you describe it as? Like a brownish gray, but more on the brown side, but it's not so reddy orange, if that makes sense.
Weathered.
I want something, and another thing that came when I was in this group, another comment.
You want something aged to perfection.
Aged, yes.
Like moi.
Oh my. Well, you're aged. I don't know if it's perfection, but something else in the same group that somebody had posted was, how did they put it? Oh, they were redoing their kitchen, and they're like, show me your kitchen cabinets. And so somebody posted ones that they've had for 27 years, and they still, through all the fads, they still looked great. So I thought of, okay, what do I know I'm going to like in 10, 15, 20 years? I know I've always wanted the wood cabinets, because at some points I was like, let's just go to IKEA.
Shag carpet. That'll never go out of style.
No, but wood cabinets don't, unless you get really tacky wood cabinets.
Wood cabinets been in style forever.
Did you get the stove hooked up into the cabin?
No, and there was a reasoning behind it. The guy that wanted to do it wanted $1,100 to do it, and there was no sense in hooking the stovepipe in and paying the $1,100 for somebody to do this fancy job. When it had a water jacket in the back, and without having the water hooked up in the house and the water jacket running in the back of it, I can't run the wood stove. Even if I were to fill it and have like a 50-gallon drum above it or something, it would still be,
well,
it could still freeze.
That wasn't
because
the
it's
only
not
reason,
heated.
Though. We had 2 people lined up, and we had contacted them in the spring. And still by the end of the summer, they finally said, we can't. And so we knew that was another, like, okay, we're not getting into the house again this winter. And then with the last semester coming, and we're like, okay, I know it sounds like a broken record, but one more winter, and come hell or high water, we will be in that place. Whether we freeze our tushies off, I am not living in the trailer for another winter past this. No.
It ain't happening.
So, yeah, no. So we're contacting people in January now to come out for anywhere from spring till fall, sooner rather than later, in case they fail again and don't come out. And then, yeah, we're gonna be warm. $300 for a chain.
Chainosaurus
Rex. Still my fault. Oh yeah.
Quote Angie 2023.
Yeah, it's always your fault. Unless it's my fault. And when it's my fault, I tell it.
Yeah, that it's my fault.
I'm good that way.
But it's funnier this way.
Yeah. If something's my fault, I own up.
You do.
Mine are teak wood, and when dirty, they look deep maroon. People think I changed them. Nope, just didn't clean them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and now I worked a little bit late again tonight, and it's busy season right now, and now I can't think of it. Yeah, but we put a video out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. The last video, other than a couple collabs that I've taken part in, I think was the staining. Yeah, it was the staining. But I do have footage from over the last like 6 months. And the goal now, because our routine before was we worked or he went to school during the week. So, okay, so September of last year and winter of last year, you just had school. So there was some more time. Then in the summer of this year, you just worked and didn't have school. So there was a little bit more time. This semester that you just finished.
But all the time through the summer, we spent cutting trees down and manipulating the land.
Yeah.
We put in the garden. So we cut all those trees down, built it up so it's a nice and flat level plateau. Put your garden in, cut back through, created a pathway, which was a pain in the butt, by the way.
Yeah.
Cutting all the trees downhill to the back of the house to the apple tree. So now you have apple trees and peach trees and whatever other trees you planted. Whatever you planted a bunch of fruit trees up the path. And then Bubba's buried under the old maple up there.
Yeah, we're going to make a pet cemetery up there. That sounds bad, but it's not. But yeah, so my whole point to that, though, was like September of last year, December and winter of last year, that semester was just school. Then you had just work. Yeah. Then this semester you had work and school and a lot more travel. So we just we were still crazy busy, but we slowed down a lot. So, but the whole routine before, that's what I was getting to. The whole routine before was we kind of worked during the week. And then, if we had some time in the evenings, we did some things maybe to prep us to work on Sunday. And then on Saturday, we just took our day of rest kind of thing. And then on Sunday, we worked. And so I was able to put out a video once every week or two-ish.
I took a lot of those Saturdays and Sundays, though, working on projects from school.
This semester, yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying that's the reason. I mean, there's always a reason.
Well, the last week alone, I had 11 projects due.
Yes. I feel like varnish will be the only thing that goes out of style or age inappropriate or improperly. Yes, Mike, high gloss, right? But that stained orange, gray, reddish, not red looks outstanding. You're so funny. Hi, Scott. How are you? Dinner time. I was going to say dinner time. Dinner time in BC. Merry Christmas.
Oh, you're cut off.
I've had one sip.
I know.
Have a nice dinner. Okay, we're all caught up. Wow.
It's the first night back.
Yeah, it's quiet night, but it's with good, important people.
You know what, though? I've had some classmates that were interested in the big snow pile that I make every year.
Well, not this year so far.
So far. But so I'm hoping that we're going to also have some footage of a bunch of kids out and some adults out, like making huge snow forts, like huge castles and stuff. So hopefully I can get this thing done. It'll be like epic. Let's see.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Just imagine 2-sip Angie. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
that's
now,
why when I go to my work party, I am not drinking. I am not drinking.
Now, that being said,
our nephew's in here.
That's about all that I need right there.
Yes.
Our nephew.
Yeah.
Connor's in here.
Hello, Connor.
Connor! That's awesome. Beer pong? No, I've only ever played that once. That was a long night.
Yes. You do look really tired. I'm just noticing your eyes.
I've been tired all morning.
Yeah. Why? Just tired?
Just didn't sleep, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like so much has happened, but so much hasn't.
Well, yeah, but 90% of what happened with me was work and school.
Yeah. Work. I work, like, I get weekends off, which is great, and I get off early on Fridays. But Monday to Thursday, lately, I haven't been done until, like, I work from 8 in the morning until sometimes he'll call me at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm still working.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hun, it'll be there tomorrow." So I've just been working a lot. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to Quebec in a couple days, and then we're going to celebrate with my family. And that's about it.
Yeah.
I feel like we got boring. We got old, Mike.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of our time was taken up with just work in school, right? Like 90% of our time was taken up with that. And then on the 2 days that we had off, we would take one to try and rest, which we didn't for 90% of the time.
Because we're so fidgety too. We're tired.
But... Yeah, we'd go out and we'd like try and push and get something done, and it was just little bits here and there. But this was all prep work to set us up.
Yes. So by this time next year, there's gonna be a lot more. No, I don't want to say happiness, because I'm happy where we are, but we'll be a lot freer.
Yes.
A lot freer. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes. Because we have to, as soon as we can get the ground has to thaw, so sometime in May would be the earliest we could get the ground chunked into and put in a septic. We got to get septic and water in. We're currently hunting down, and we're probably going to order the sliding glass door for the back.
Yes, we were trying to get it all done, and before, like, we will have it done before, I guess, hard winter, our next paycheck.
We spent a lot of time though hunting down, trying to find deals,
the best bang for your buck. And yeah, we did have a patio door. There's a story you can tell.
Oh, good God. So it
was gorgeous.
I got a wicked deal on a patio door and a big window for the dining room. So we go all the way up to Ottawa. I bring it all back because I'm all excited about the window, and it was such a good deal. And I get the sliding glass door, and I stand it up inside. And when I stand it up, it thunks into the ceiling. And I'm like, oh, no, it's an 8-foot tall patio door.
Someone didn't bring his measuring tape.
And I have 8-foot ceilings. So I was like, well, I might be able to make it. I might be able to make it work. And
it would have been into the floor plates.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to chance it. I'm sure more construction inclined people could have probably thought of something, but we're not them.
There was a way to do it, and I would have had to use or fill in and sister up the floor up above into an I-beam, so it was more support. And if I would have done that, then I could have used the 8-footer. However, I would have had to grind the concrete down 2 inches and then over a wide area level it off, or like gradually slope it down, and it was just too much work. So we're just going to get a normal size patio door and put it in.
And then I found one and I saved for it, and we were ready to make the purchase.
Yep. We even went into Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. However, it showed that it was all black. But when I read the fine print, it was black on the outside, white on the inside. And I did not want that. So we went and spoke with someone, and he gave us a quote for black on black, and it was a few hundred more. So it's like, if anybody can find black patio doors, whether they're the garden doors or the black patio sliders.
What kills me is just having the interior painted is $1,200.
Yeah, we could do it, but then that's something that, like we could have just bought the white ones and painted them. But I'm like, no, this is a forever project. It's taking forever, but it's also a forever thing. I don't want to have to change these doors. I don't want to have to retouch them when I'm 60. Do you know what I mean? So, and I don't want to have to reinstall. So I want to do it all as right as we know how to the first time.
And it's moving parts that'll be rubbing on each other because it slides.
Yeah.
And so it'll scratch out the paint.
90% of the apple pie ratio. Hey, there's reason men die before women. Yeah, because never mind. Kill them. Because they frustrate us.
You two are rocking it, right? Not boring, not old yet. You guys are legit the Monday entertainment. Looking at all the people that like to check it. Oprah moment over.
Would it be good for the greenhouse? We sold them. We got our money back.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I looked them up. They were like, I was so excited for them because they were beautiful. They were perfect. And it was a deal of the century. So they were regular, I think like 5,000 or 6,000.
Yep.
And they were heavy. They were a construction build in a mansion that the guy selling them wanted the window and the door removed to build an addition onto their mansion. And so he sold them to us both for $1,500. Like, to put in comparison, the window we put in the dining room, that one was $500, and it was like almost brand new. And that one was 5 by 5. Is it 5 by 5? It's 5 feet wide, I know that, and 5 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And that one cost us $500, but the brand new one we got, which was 1.5 feet shorter, that one was almost $700 brand new.
And it wasn't black inside and black outside. It was black and white.
Yeah. So we sold them. It would have been good for the greenhouse. The greenhouse so we're going to save our money this year for finishing off the cabin, which we've calculated budgets, and we will have enough to do it. As long as like nothing skyrockets, we have a little bit of wiggle room. But the greenhouse will probably be the year after that.
And Rem, I did notice they were bigger than me. I just was like, you know what? I'm so excited about the really wicked deal that I'm getting. I'll figure out a way to make it work. And I get it home and I'm like, I'd have to restructure that entire wall. And I'd have to grind concrete down in a manner that it would all kind of smoothly level off and, gradually slope down to that door. Like, it's just, it was too much. It was too much. Could I have done it? Yeah.
No, I don't think.
I could have.
Well, the problem is if you cut out.
Wanna.
No, okay. So the regular size doors, we still have a log and a half.
Yes.
Wiggle room.
Wiggle.
But with those doors, they would have went right to the floor plate.
Yep.
And so if we messed up something, that was my fear. If we messed up something, or if for some reason couldn't have been done, you already cut all the logs.
Yep.
All the way to the floor plate. And so.
And it's not like 2x4s where you can just reframe it out and build it back. You can't. Once the log's gone, the log's gone. So.
Well, yes and no. There are some things we could have done, but it wouldn't have looked right.
No.
It wouldn't have looked like a solid log cabin at the back. It would have looked like cabin and chunk. Chunka.
Wiggle.
Remy said sorry, he had to. Rem with the fire. Well, so do you think that you will want to come on and do Monday Night Lives again?
Duh. I have to.
For me or Xavier?
I plead the fifth.
This is why men die first.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We want to get back to at least a couple times a month, I would say. Might not be every week like it was,
Yeah.
but oh, what is going on? No, cancel. I have notifications. Well, we have been on for almost an hour. Almost. And I know it's a busy time of year for a lot of people. For Angie, duh, of course. Hope you guys come back. Well, now that I don't have so much on my plate and Mike can help out a little bit more around here, you know, and we'll have content to produce. Yeah, I'll be making videos. I got a lot of footage. I've already downloaded them onto my computer. I've already started creating videos just so it's not all a whole bunch of stuff at once. And I think the next video I'm going to put out as far as the house reno is the damn door video. You know what I might do with my I just realized not too long ago that so for the titles of our YouTube videos, did you know that the show Friends, every single title was like the neighbor or the door or whatever, and they named everything the whatever.
The one,
yeah. The pie, I don't even know all the names, but like I'm gonna start doing that just to be simple. The door. The damn door.
That door has been a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
It will look great.
I can give a sneak peek. I just don't know.
It'll look great. Come hell or high water, that's some bit gonna look great. I tell you what. But
it does now.
It's been a pain.
It up. Well, there's not too many people in here, so I put up. We took the door outside after we put a couple coats of urethane on it, and I don't know if you guys remember before, but it was black. I can show you that. And it just made the windows look really, really tacky. So that is when we were stripping the door. And I don't know, let's just put that down there. That's when we were stripping the door. And it just looked tacky. And it was a solid paint. And which one out of these is the best? Wait, where'd they go?
Well, it looks black when it's just up against the house.
Well, yeah, I was going to zoom in. Okay. Well, you can tell. It's just... So that is where it's at right now. But it looks solid. It's not. There's a lot of wood grain that you can see, but it's in a shadowed spot.
Show them the shot from inside.
No, that one's really dark.
I'm sure I have a good one. I was showing it off at school. So I was proud of that thing.
Yeah, you can't tell. I was sitting here saying how gorgeous it was. And yeah, it's more, that's not even the color. Look, see? That's more the color.
Whatever.
So that, you guys will see in a video. It's gorgeous.
That's like, it's so awesome.
It just looked like you could see a lot of the wood grain, but in this you can't. And so the yellow looks more pretty than it does tacky. Anyways. Hopefully you guys can come back. There's no fifth here. Mondays are the worst day of the week. You guys make exactly Mondays are beautiful.
The beautificus.
Hey.
And good.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, thanks for bearing with us and coming on to our Monday Night Live with us for the first time. Now that we've done it, it's like breaking the ice, and I won't be nervous next time. Oh, Dave likes yours better. Your picture was more red. I hate red. Ugh. Give the kids some squirt guns with paint and mimic a Jackson Pollock.
I'll explain it.
I know what squirt guns with paint can do, but what's it?
At Jackson Pollock?
Yeah.
I'll show you. It's easier to show you than to try and describe
art?
it. It's
like the art with the spin buckets.
Kinda.
Okay.
Like just he splashed it on there.
We already said goodnight, so you can show me. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and we'll see you some Monday soon.
Yes.
Have a good one.
Maybe next time.
Take care.
And God bless.